Hey guys, so over the course of my career, a lot of people have asked me, what would you do if you're in my shoes, or what would your best advice be? So in this video, I'm going to kind of tell you what I would do if I was on Plan 2. So if I was a Plan 2 member, brand new teacher starting off today here in 2022, the first thing you need to do is obviously understand what Plan 2 actually means, and I've covered that on this channel already. I'll link the video up here. But the biggest thing to know is that Plan 2, while it is a great benefit, there is no savings account attached to it. And what that means is you can go your entire career, you may have a nice paycheck in retirement, but then that's it. There's no savings bucket there for you to draw on, which means essentially you're going to be living paycheck to paycheck in retirement unless you take the time to set up a separate savings account for yourself. You have to first know about it, and two, actually go through the process of opening an account and setting up the contributions. So the first thing I would do is open up an account. Now, if you really want to make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck, you want to do it tax efficiently. So that's when making choices like, pre-tax or Roth comes into play. And really the first step there is you need to have someone look at your situation to help you analyze taxes, to kind of see where you're going to be tax-wise in the future. And then they can give you a better idea of which account you should go down. Now, obviously no one has a crystal ball. We don't know what tax rates are going to be in the future. But given the current tax law that we have today, we know taxes are lower than they have been in the past, and that they're set to expire in 2025 and go up. So this is one of the few times we actually know that, hey, unless something happens, taxes will go up. So it actually makes it a little bit easier to plan in a way, and that we can kind of plan with what we know today. So if I was a new teacher, I would probably be looking to save on the Roth side of things, just so I can start paying my taxes on this money now, because I know in the future, the way the pay scale works, I'm going to be making more money. Therefore, I'm probably going to be paying more in taxes then. So I'm going to take advantage of my lower tax bracket now. I'm going to be paying my taxes on it now and doing a Roth account. Now, if I was a little bit later in my career on Plan 2, I would, again, look at the tax situation first, see what I currently have set up. If all my money is pre-tax, maybe I want to consider adding Roth as well to diversify my taxes for my retirement. And if I was over the income threshold to using something like a Roth IRA, then I'd come back to my employer and use either the DCP or the 403 account they have available. That way I will be able to contribute into those regardless of what my income limits are, and I can start putting money away for my retirement. So really, if you're on Plan 2 and you are diligent in putting money away for retirement, the way your pension plan works, plus a healthy amount of savings, you're going to set yourself up for a great retirement future. Now, when it comes to income planning for people on Plan 2, most times people on Plan 2 don't need a lot more income because of the way the pension works. But in the event that you do need more income, that's when the state's annuities come into play. Now, on Plan 2, you're not eligible to purchase the TAP annuity. That's restricted to Plan 3 members only. So Plan 2 employees, your only choice is to either purchase service credit from the state or purchase the state's plan annuity. So the plan annuity is something like the TRS annuity or the PERS annuity. Basically, every retirement system has their own annuity and with different payout factors and such. So you either can use one of those annuities or you can purchase service credits. Honestly, the cost to do either one is the same. Which one's going to pay out more really depends on your situation and how many years of service you have in. Outside of those state-based options, you can either look to purchase a private-based annuity, or you can leave everything in the market and try to structure a portfolio to generate income from that. So that's kind of the options you have left. Personally, if I was enrolled in Plan 2 and I needed more income, I'd heavily consider the state's plan-based annuity. So that's the TRS or even the PERS annuity, because it's a guaranteed income stream. The payout factors are higher than they are in the private market, and it has a cost of adjustment on it. The cost of adjustment isn't guaranteed. It's actually the same as the pension. It can be 0 to as much as 3% any given year, depending on inflation. Now, obviously, the way to purchase the annuity is with retirement savings. So if you didn't save anything on Plan 2, then you don't have any money to purchase the annuity with. So that's another reason why you should be saving for retirement, even on Plan 2. So take the time to set up an account. It could be the DCP, really anything. Put money aside for the future. Now, the next thing I would do if I was a Plan 2 member when it comes to healthcare is I would heavily consider using something like the UMP's high deductible healthcare account. So it's important not to let those words scare you. High deductible means that if you were to need care, obviously you have to pay more out of pocket before the insurance benefit would kick in. These high deductible accounts have usually lower premiums to it, and they're the only accounts that come with an HSA account or health savings account. So if you look at what the rates are for these things, for someone that is single coverage on their health insurance, the high deductible plan costs $300 a year, and it comes with an HSA in which the state puts $375 into that account. So if I'm healthy, I pay my $300 per year, I didn't have any other bills come up, and I have $375 sitting in an HSA account for me to use for future medical expenses should I need it. If I don't need it, it sits there, actually gets invested, and it grows. And if I want to add more money to it myself, I could. Any money I add is a tax deduction. So this HSA is a crazy good benefit that many people don't realize they have available to you. So if you want to see a kind of a cost comparison of the UMP plans and how you can actually get the true cost when you look at what the state's giving you in the HSA versus what you're paying, there's a link in the description below to see that breakdown. Special shout out to Kathy Sands, the teacher down in Pasco, who actually put this document together herself and shared it with us so we could pass it on to the community. All right, so as far as action items go, if you're someone on Plan 2, Step 1, understand what your Plan 2 benefit is and how it works. Step 2, have someone take a look at your taxes and help you figure out if it's going to be better for you to do a pre-tax savings or a Roth account. And really Step 3 is just start saving into them. Even if you don't want to do the tax analysis, even though it could save you a lot of money, just go ahead and get some money set up somewhere so you can start building up your retirement account. The next action item is look at the HSA as an option if you're someone that's fairly healthy and doesn't have a lot of healthcare bills, and consider that as a potential option for you this next coming open enrollment, because it can be a great way to put money aside for future healthcare expenses. All right, thanks for your guys' time, and I'll see you guys next week. Remember that your future depends on what you do today.